Greetings, my lovelies. This is that creepy bald guy, and welcome to my retirement tour. Just 2 more months, and I am free. Woo! Just gonna get shirtless. Yeah. Today's stop, Doctor Strange. I've noticed that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is consistently following a formula with its films, with its heroes alternating between the gifted elites who must be taken down a few pegs before becoming heroes, or shaggy underdogs who need to step up before becoming heroes. Like, literally all of these characters are going through the same development, and the character of Doctor Strange is exploring the path that has already been ventured by Tony Stark and Thor. Yet despite setting this up as a criticism, the formula really hasn't gotten stale. Yet, in my opinion. I do hope that some of the upcoming Marvel movies try to experiment a little more with the tone, character arcs, and stories, because eventually they will wear off their shine, and I'm sure at least for some viewers, the MCU has already gotten old. I personally feel it still works though, and even though yes, Doctor Strange is kind of formulaic, at least it executes its formula very well. The character of Stephen Strange might share a lot of similarities with his predecessors, but he also has a lot of distinct attributes that make him very interesting. I've heard complaints that his development was rushed, but I thought it was more understated, and I like that. For me, it made his journey more compelling, and Benedict Cumberbatch owned the role, even though his accent was all over the place. The supporting cast was really good too, and everyone had chemistry together. Even the tacked-on love story kind of clicked with me, primarily because most of their interactions are charming, and it doesn't take up a lot of screen time. Speaking of time, props to the editor for keeping Doctor Strange under 2 hours, which seems depressingly rare for comic book movies these days. I never thought Doctor Strange dragged. In fact, it's actually a very fast-paced movie. The villain is kind of weak, but I don't mind this for origin stories, as the focus should be on our hero, and a more compelling villain might steal the spotlight, disrupting the narrative. Everybody likes pointing out that the biggest weakness of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is their apparent inability to deliver memorable and compelling villains. But, to be fair, we spent decades where the villains were the ones with the quirky and eccentric personalities, and the heroes were just designed to be stiffs for the villains to play off of. These days, it seems like that formula has sort of twisted around to where now the heroes are the ones with the eccentric and quirky personalities, and the villains are the stiffs designed for the heroes to play off of. And the villains who do get their own standout personalities are usually intended to be the dark horses, the ones that probably will ultimately get paths to redemption, such as Loki or Bucky Barnes. I love the lighthearted tone Marvel has embraced, and this film's comedy always made me laugh without deflating the tension. The special effects are excellent, and the psychedelic, wild, kaleidoscope-inspired visuals are very unique for the MCU, with the eye-popping shapes, colors, and designs making this a perfect fit for IMAX 3D, which I saw this in, and the extra money was definitely worth it. The action scenes were awesome, and I loved the combination of sorcery and martial arts. You just don't see that very often in American cinema anymore, and I thought the choreography and CGI were both great. I think liking or disliking Doctor Strange comes down to how you currently feel about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Are you tired of it, or are you still partial to their style? I'm a fan, and Doctor Strange embodies everything I love about this franchise. It doesn't take any risks, but right now, I don't think it needed to. 8 out of 10. Worth a theatrical viewing, and I think it's worth the 3D as well. It should be noted that it's possible I am being too generous with the rating that I assign to it, because when you see something in IMAX 3D, it's always going to magnify the experience. If it's a bad movie, I'm going to be a lot more angry because I paid extra money for it. But if it's a good movie, then I might be more enthusiastic, especially when it comes to something like Doctor Strange, which relies so much on visuals, because they are going to be enhanced by that big screen, and the 3D happens to be really good too. So it's possible once I see Doctor Strange on Blu-ray or DVD, I might not be as impressed. I might consider it to be just, another solid addition to the MCU, but probably worth a 7 out of 10. But that just goes to show how much better Doctor Strange is in this format. If you pay to see it in 3D or especially IMAX 3D, you are seeing Doctor Strange at its absolute best. So keep that in mind when determining whether or not you want to pay the extra money for it. I did not do a written review, but I have done written reviews of Never Back Down 3 and some mini reviews, so please read those. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, comment and let me know what you think, and I'm going to be shirtless now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys later. This is why I started scripting my videos, because whenever I deviate, that's when the shirt comes off.